Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. The Ravens decided to punt the ball on 4th and 3 Ocho at their own 38-yard line with 1:33 left, despite the Bills having scored 3 touchdowns on the previous 4 possessions. Mm-hmm. It was second guessed because of the outcome and because the Ravens have a quarterback. Ravens John Harbaugh said he thought about going for it. Well, Lamar said today that cramps in both of his calves made the decision to punt the ball for the Ravens. I was actually cramping that drive before. The turnover happened, but I went to the sideline. If anybody paid attention to me, I was drinking pickle juice on the sideline. Already, I was like, I need to get hydrated. Like, I'm cramping. I'm starting to feel cramps. Then went back out there, and obviously 4th and 3 happened. But if it wasn't for cramping, we definitely would have went for it. We definitely would have went for it, I believe. The Cramps also explained why he didn't run any of the final 3 offensive plays while they were on the field. Derrick Henry, 1-yard gain. Zay Flowers was stopped for no gain. That was a bad block by Mark Andrews. You got to do better than that, Mark. You're a better blocker than that. I'm not saying you're going to be Mark Bavaro or Kittle, but you got to do a better job than that. And then Lamar, 6-yard pass to DeAndre Hopkins on 3rd and 9. Lamar might need to get IVs before the game because he's had this problem before. Remember Cleveland? Yeah. When he had to go in there, they went to the ambulance and he ended up coming out and put the cape on and he won. So that might be something that he might have to take an IV before the game, Ocho, or at least at the half to make sure.
That was me. That was me, Unc. From September to the month of October, I got my IVs at halftime because I had to deal with those cramps. Most of the time they would come in the second quarter.
Yep.
So I religiously, September through October, I would always have to get cramps, and I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait until it got cold because I knew once it got cold, no matter how much Pedialyte I drank, no matter how much water or Gatorade I drank, I always cramped up towards the end of the second quarter. So religiously, I had to go in there and get an IV at halftime. I know my trainers. I know they hated me for that. I would always leave the game maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes if we didn't have the ball in the second quarter when the halftime was coming up, and start my IV early. So when the third quarter happens, I was already finished.
I think the thing is, Ocho, is that I was the opposite. I cramped during the cold months, not during the summer, because I was going to drink. When I'm hot, I'm going to drink. When I'm cold, I ain't trying to drink nothing.
Okay.
And that's when I would my calves, and I would start locking up in my side, my back, because I didn't want to drink anything when it was cold. Right. I was fine during the hot months.
Yeah.
Because I knew I had to drink, Ocho, because like I said, at practice, I would lose 10, 12 pounds in training camp practices.
Yeah. I was the complete opposite. I cramped nowhere. I cramped nowhere else except my calves. Nowhere else except my calf. I hate it. I don't understand because I hydrated before the game. During the game, I don't drink because I'm too busy talking trash to every goddamn body during the game and don't drink. And I would always have to get that IV.
And I think, and it's after games. I did lock up a lot after game. Man, you be in the bed in the middle of the night. And crap, you scared of Ocho.
Hey, you move the wrong way. You catch that Charlie horse.
What's wrong with you?
I remember them. Hey, I remember them days, boy.
Crying, man.
I remember them
whole body lock up.
I remember them days.
Ocho, the Browns are 11.5-point underdogs against the Ravens, and a couple of key players aren't happy about that. Denzel Ward said, it's definitely disrespect, but we just have to go in there and take care of business regardless of the people may think or who they've got winning or losing the game. Right. We have to go in there and try to beat the odds. They put us against the odds. We've got to go in there and try to beat it. Said Judy, that's disrespectful. But at the end of the day, if they think Baltimore can beat us like that, we're going to have to prove another thing. We've got to do our job to the best and win the game. The Vegas, 11.5?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Because that's a division opponent also, Ocho.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a close game similar to that as the Bengals and the Browns and the personnel. The Browns have the personnel to deal with Derrick Henry. The Browns have the personnel to deal with Derrick Henry and stack 9 in the goddamn box. They're going to play bumper on the outside. And the one player I see that the Browns have to deal with, they got to deal with Zay Flowers, who's probably going to have the one-on-one matchup because they're not letting Derrick Henry run the ball. That's not happening. Somebody else is going to beat us. It ain't going to be 22, and it ain't going to be 8 legs. It's going to have to be Zay. He going to have to get juicy. And I guarantee you, when they do play, Chad, mark my words, if the Ravens are going to have success, it's not going to be the run game. It's going to be Lamar Jackson being able to get the one-on-one matchup with Zay Flowers and him winning on those same routes. The overs, the short overs, the deep overs. I guarantee you watch. I'm telling you how it's going to play out.
Yeah, I look. I guess because now Ocho is the media, but I never knew how much we were or were not favored by. Mm-hmm. I mean, the only time that like at the Super Bowl, we were 11.5-point dogs to the Green Bay Packers. Mm-hmm. But that's because the NFC had won like 13, 14 straight Super Bowls.
Right.
And it hadn't been close. The last close Super Bowl was 90. Prior to that, there was never a close Super Bowl. You go back and look at the 80s, from when the Bears, look at what the Bears did to the Patriots. Look at what the Giants did to the Broncos. Look at what Washington did to the Broncos. Now, you did get a close game in 88 with the 49ers and your Bengals.
Right.
That was a 2016 game.
Yeah,
and then you got that. But go back and look at 89, 55-10. You got another close game, 2019. Mm-hmm. But after that, NFC just walked it. But the NFC was winning every single year.
Yeah.
My point was, And the Packers had just won the previous year, and they was bringing back the MVP. He and Barry Sanders had tied for the MVP. So I get it. But we know they wasn't better than us. No. They hadn't seen nobody run the ball like we could. The 49ers have been bitten by the injury bug earlier this year. George Kittle placed on injury reserve this week with a hamstring injury. Now Brock Purdy could potentially miss multiple games. Kyle Shanahan told reporters today that Purdy is a long shot to play week 2 versus the New Orleans Saints due to a toe and a left shoulder injury.
Damn.
Backup Mac Jones is in line to start for the San Francisco this week and potentially for multiple weeks. Ocho, Mac Jones, you think he can handle it for the 49ers? Yep.
I mean, listen, he handled his first year. He handled his first year with the Patriots. Obviously, he showed flashes of brilliance where they thought he was the answer. Obviously, things didn't pan out. They went and got Drake May. I think he can fare okay depending on how long Purdy has to stay out. Shanahan's going to have to play to his strengths. That's pretty much it. And everyone else around him, I think Juwan Jennings is hurt too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, boy, that's tough. Ayuk is hurt. I mean, that's tough. They're gonna have to lean on. They're gonna have to lean on C-Mac. They're gonna have to lean on C-Mac. When they got to throw the ball, hoping Mac Jones. He showed flashes of not brilliance of being that he can be consistent and get the ball to the receivers. He gonna have to play a good game.
He's perfect for this offense.
Yeah,
he's perfect for this offense. Mm-hmm. He don't have he Brock Purdy. Doesn't have a big-time arm. He throws with great anticipation. They're going to try to run the football. And guess what? They're going to play action off of that, throw the deep overs. They're going to throw the down flat. They're going to throw the sail route.
Right.
If you go back and study Kyle Shanahan, he maximizes whatever the quarterback can do good.
Right. He maximizes.
He makes sure they do it. He maximized that.
Right.
Go back and look at his quarterback. Look at what he was able to do he got an MVP out of Matt Ryan. He called a play for Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Go back and look when he look at what he did with RG3. He called RG3 was Rookie of the Year. Mm-hmm. And when RG3 got hurt, Cousins, just go back and study. He got to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Stop it.
He
got to the Pro Bowl. He got to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G, and he took Mr. Irrelevant. Then Mr. Irrelevant got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but also remember, regardless to who the quarterback is at those times, when Jimmy G got to Super Bowl or when Brock Purdy got there, remember what he had around him. Remember what he had around him. So right now, you don't have all those weapons. True. You have C-Mac, you got Ricky Purcell, who has showed an emergence of I'm capable of being a number one receiver. Maximize and play to the strengths of Mac Jones, and whatever you can hide, mask it the best way you can.
So we'll see. Obviously, knowing the guy that's not going to be there for an extended period of time, that makes we ain't got to try to he might play. They know he's not playing for at least a couple of weeks. Yeah. Mac Jones, this is why you go out and sign Mac Jones. Excuse me, for this very reason.
Yeah.
This is why you sign him.